Welcome to episode 46 of the Ruby Moss Cottage Yurt cast. This is a sisters episode. I was fortunate enough to have my sister come spend 5 days with me at the Yurt. We had so much fun. Coffee shops and yarn shops and knitting, and laughing. So I hope you are settled in with your cuppa as you peek into our time together. I'll hop back on in the end to update all my makes and talk about our cows. If you go slamming on your brakes, it's going to fall.
Probably.
Okay.
Are we?
Look who's with me.
Good afternoon. Sorry.
Alright. Don't slam on the brakes.
I'm just tapping. You might have to just hold that.
I can't just hold it.
Okay.
Oh well, we'll make this work. My sister Sharon is here today.
Hi.
You might remember her, you longtime viewers, but we've just spent a week together. She came up to the mountains and she stayed in the yurt with me and we shipped my husband off.
Heavenly.
Oh, we've had the best time. And every day we were going to record. Look at this hair. Every day we were going to record from the yurt or from my gardens outside of the yurt. Every day we were too laid back or we were on the road or something. So I came up with this bright idea today. I'm heading back to Charlotte with her so I can spend the week with my grandies. And so we thought, well, what a better time to podcast.
And here we are.
Here we are in her truck, all loaded down with the goodies that she bought this week.
Oh,
and
yes,
all my yarny stuff.
You can actually see a piece of it. A piece of all the goodies.
Yeah, so she's driving, I'm knitting, we're in traffic right now, so here we are.
5 miles per hour podcasting.
Did you?
And a car just got in front of me. Should I rear end him?
Did you have fun this week?
Oh, Joyce, I can't explain. I knew I would have a good time. And this is the first time I've slept in your yurt and heard the raindrops.
Yes, the rain cooperated. Yay!
And did it ever cooperate?
I wanted her to experience.
It's better than I imagined.
I wanted her to experience knitting in the rain. You didn't. I mean, not in the rain. Knitting in the yurt while it was raining.
Yep.
She did.
Heavenly.
I wanted her to experience sleeping in the yurt while it rained,
Woo-hoo!
and she did. So that was good. I knew you would love that. I knew you would love that. And so we visited a lot of coffee shops, and
we are full of coffee. We ate some of our.
We even have it with us today. I mean, our bodies are going to thank us when you go home and I go back and we have no more iced coffee because we've had it every day.
But we've been walking. Talk about walk. It's not your.
We've been mountain climbing.
Mountain climbing. There you go.
Yeah.
But I loved it. It has turned me around, made me want to get in shape.
Yeah.
Ship shape to knit that.
Yeah. Yep.
So now we're moving a little faster,
Yay!
going 60 miles per hour.
We're leaving the mountains. Boo-hoo.
Oh,
but
no.
we're having fun. So, if you're a first-time viewer, welcome. This is a little different podcast just because it's not so much about knitting as it is just girlfriend time. But we did have some fun things. First of all, let me give a shout out and a hello to all of her coworkers.
Woo woo.
I know one of you watch. What's her name?
Kathy.
Kathy.
Kathy Carpenter.
Hey. Don't give the last name. Hey. Hey, Kathy, thank you so much for advocating for her to leave work early last Tuesday because I got her then a couple hours sooner, and it was her birthday. So
Yes.
we had to, I had cupcakes ready for her, although her office had celebrated big time, so she didn't even eat a cupcake on her birthday.
Oh, I didn't.
But no.
It was the next day.
No, but you might have that night. I don't know.
Yeah.
But she told me that she didn't want a birthday candle, that her office had already done that for her, so I didn't put a birthday candle in it. But yeah, so I've had a good time with her, and so she's podcasted with me a few times, and so I know all of you longtime viewers love her, and so you viewers who have never met her will love her as well. But yeah, we went to several knitting things we've done. Okay, so we would take our knitting with us everywhere we went.
Of course.
And then one day we went into a small town and we went to the yarn shop there, and then we went to a coffee shop and sat and we had our lunch and we knit for probably an hour or so. And a lady came up to us, introduced herself, and invited me, since I was a local, to join their monthly knitting. So I'm so excited about that. I will have a new group to knit with.
What a happy note to leave on.
Oh,
at
that
the
was
coffee
so
shop.
exciting. So her name was Lexi. Hello, Lexi, if you are watching. I look forward to spending a lot of Saturdays to come knitting with the new group of ladies and getting to know new people. So that'll be fun.
Absolutely.
And then that was, what is that all? And then we watched, I made her watch
Jack is my new boyfriend.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. Sweet November. I made her watch the movie Sweet November. And because I'm so smitten with her lifestyle, her little apartment's really cute, but I love the shawl that she wears in Sweet November. So if you've never watched that movie, you need to go get it, watch it, and you will want to cast on all the Sweet November shawls.
Absolutely.
So that's what we did. She got yarn at the yarn shop to cast on a Sweet November shawl.
Yes.
I wish I could see it.
Oh, it's in my blue bag.
Oh,
Lord. The color
that she picked is really, really pretty. It's this orange and the sunset. That right there is a pretty good show of it.
It is.
So that's what she cast on. She cast on while we were watching the movie, and then she recast on, and then she recast on, and she recast on.
I think I've got the pattern rhythm now.
It's really a simple pattern, but I think the problem was we were trying to talk too much and watch too much TV, because after Sweet November, then I had her start watching the Netflix series Virgin River.
Yes.
And she got hooked on that.
Oh. I mean, we went through 1.5
seasons, yes.
Seasons.
We did. So I cast on this Sweet November. I already have one, and I've loved it. I've had it for years.
Colors.
But this one is the one I cast on.
Oh.
So this gives you a better idea of what it's going to look like.
Gives you an idea, but it just doesn't do justice for the color.
Yeah, the colors. This is a Noro yarn, and these are all the colors that are in that. I'm on my second skein of it, and this is how big it is. So I'm going to use all that I had. This was in my stash. I really wanted it to be really big and hang all the way down my back like it did hers. And what was her name? I can't remember. I don't remember. Anyway.
I'm so into Mel and Jack, I forget.
I know. She's got a mad crush on Jack from Virgin River.
Falling in love all over
So
again.
that's mainly the knitting. There's my little Progress Keeper by Boho Knits. I think this is by Boho Knits. It's a little daisy. Speaking of daisies, I wanted to cut mom daisies and take two, and I forgot.
Yum.
That is all the knitting talk we have to do. That's it.
But I can't reiterate how much fun we've had.
Coffee. If I had 3 words to sum up the trip, Coffee, Sweet November. That's, I mean,
Virgin River.
Yeah, but that really didn't enhance. That didn't kind of bring this about.
Yeah.
All of our knitting came from Sweet November.
Yeah. Oh.
And then we drank so much iced coffee that, I don't even know. My body is not happy with me right now. It isn't.
That's okay. We don't do it all the time.
No, we don't. So, I don't have anything out of my bags to talk about. She doesn't have anything out of her bag. Well, she actually does have something out of her bags, and I can put a picture of it in here.
Yeah.
She finished, well, what did you finish?
I call it the diva scarf, but
The stash dive scarf.
Stash dive scarf.
I think you call it diva because you keep misreading the word dive.
Could be. My E's and A's are very easily.
So she just finished not just finished, you've had it finished for a while.
Yeah, I just need to knit the ends together. But talk about a warm scarf.
Knit the ends together.
Knit in the round.
What do you have to knit the ends together?
It calls for that. Like a Kitchener's knit.
Oh, does it?
A knit.
A Kitchener.
Kitchener knit.
Oh, I see. I'm not that far along.
Stitch. Yes.
Both ends? Oh, I won't do that. I'll just let it be a circular scarf. I mean, just a circular tube scarf. I'm not doing that.
Well, if I don't do that, then it is finished.
Yeah. I don't know why you do that.
Beautiful colors.
Oh, it is. Yeah. As you can see, I'm putting a picture in here. But yeah, that's beautiful. So that's out of her bags, and I'm knitting the same one, but it's not even halfway done. I was telling her I got through all the different colors and then lost interest, like I do.
And
like
many knitters do, I'm sure.
I am the blanket that I've been knitting, that I've been so in love with and have not been able to put it down. I did decide that I was going to give it away. Now that I've decided I'm going to give it away, I don't want to knit it. I don't want to crochet on it anymore.
Lost interest.
I've lost interest. It's not going to be mine. I'm done. But I think I've gotten 3 color rounds done since my last podcast 2 weeks ago.
That's beautiful.
It is very pretty, but now I want to start a blanket for me. I'm just like, enough of that. That's somebody else's. She'll get it when she gets it. I want to knit for me.
I'm the same way. I'm very selfish with my knitting. I have grandchildren.
I don't think that's selfish knitting. I think that's just love knitting. We got to love on ourselves. If we don't love ourselves, we are not going to be able to love others. We have to love ourselves first, fill our love tanks up, then there's plenty to overflow and give out. Because we can't wait. We can't wait for other people to fill our love tanks, because they're not going to do it.
No,
they're just not. So we have to fill our own love tanks, and then we can overflow and give to others. See the ring right there? My sister bought that for me. Isn't that beautiful?
I love it.
This bracelet she bought for me. That's the knitter's ruler.
And
so I'm all decked.
If I can drive, I got.
Oh yeah, she bought herself. And she bought herself some stuff too. I didn't really buy her anything. I don't think I bought you one thing.
You bought my yurt space.
I've got this.
You bought my lodging. My lodging and my eating.
Free forever. You're always welcome. Always welcome.
The drive to Joyce's was wonderful. Yeah, but it was a very smooth sailing trip.
Yeah. And so a little bit of Yurt. Let's talk Yurt. Let's talk Yurt for a while. What is one thing that surprised you about the Yurt? About Yurt life? What is one thing because they're all interested in Yurt life. So what is one thing that you, not being a Yurt dweller, what surprised you? I should say pleasantly surprised you, because we don't want to air my dirty laundry here. Whatever you didn't like, we don't want them to know. I don't want to know. What was there a pleasant surprise?
There was a pleasant smell when I walked into your yurt. It's the vintage. I just love it. It had it like you'd been burning candles.
Oh, I probably had.
Vintage.
I did have candles burning when you walked in.
The greenery, the roundness of the yurt. I love that feeling. I could stand in your bedroom and look out into the living room. It was the dome, the openness. The dome I am in love with. Oh, that makes the yurt. Gives you all the brightness. Of course, the sound of the rain on the canvas top.
Mm-hmm.
That, I'll be longing for that.
That is one of my favorite things about your life. She is not, one thing that she never got used to was your voice carries on the mountain.
True.
And though our neighbors are not close, they're close enough to where your voice carries up there because it's so quiet. And so she would be talking really loud about
Screaming,
about personal, intimate things. She'd be yelling at her knitting, and I would have to quiet her down a bit. But
to remind me
that
the neighbors might think we were fighting.
Yeah. She was yelling at her knitting one time, and I said, I don't want that reputation up here that we're down here fighting. So, so you liked the roundness, and you liked the dome, and you liked the rain. And speaking of rain, it's starting to rain.
It is dribbling. It is coming.
Yeah.
We're driving into.
Yeah. Ooh, I love rain.
But I will relive these last few days forever.
Me too.
Forever and ever.
Put your hands on the wheel, please. Yes, I will too. It was fun. We had fun. So,
Ooh, I don't like driving in the rain.
anything else you wanted to tell them?
How much I love my sissy. My baby sissy. I'm attached to her more than ever.
We wish our other sister could have been up here.
Yes.
And our mama.
Yes.
That was missing.
Definitely.
And they didn't even call us because they didn't want to bother us. Our sister had texted us at one time and said, are y'all okay? Are you having fun? And then Mom, we called her yesterday and she said she wondered if we were having fun, but she didn't want to bother us. She didn't want to put up with our stupidness because we put her on speaker. And my mom can only take so much of us together. And to be honest, I mean, she gets really tired of our stupidity. She
just has to go another direction.
She is the sweetest lady in the world, but she doesn't get us, our humor. She doesn't think it's funny most of the time.
Well, most people don't.
No. As a matter of fact, we had so many laughs, so many gut-wrenching laughs that no one will ever get, so there's no need to ever even tell it.
All right.
I mean, we won't. I won't. You'll probably tell it. Because she tried to tell my husband.
And he didn't even crack a smile.
No, he didn't crack a smile. And I told her, no, there's no need to tell him. He is not going to get it. But she told him, and of course, she felt stupid because he didn't laugh, which I knew he wouldn't have. He wouldn't have laughed if he'd have gotten it, if he'd have thought it was funny, because he doesn't want us to think we're funny. He has to be the funny man.
Yeah,
of the
true.
room. So, that's it, our Sweet November shawl. Please go watch the movie.
Yes.
And knit yourself a Sweet November, because now I'm going to just knit me Sweet Novembers for the rest of the year. It's going to be Sweet November after Sweet November. I think these would be great prayer shawls to have on stash. So when people need them.
Great idea.
Because they're easy peasy, and I don't know, it's not something that you put a lot of intricate work in that you're shipping off to somebody who may not appreciate the detail. This is just really easy. So that's it. I feel like there's a bunch of stuff we're leaving out.
I know. I'm brainstorming, trying to think of some good pointers to throw out there. I've got my ears pierced.
Oh, she got her second hole pierced. Yeah. Okay. I hope you enjoyed my time with my sister. I share her with you. She is an amazing person and so dear to my heart. Okay. Quickly, I wanted to show you the finished Sweet November shawl. And it is big. And I put 2 tassels on, one on this end and one on this end. And yeah, that's the front. So yeah, it's quite big. and it will wrap and it will keep me warm. Several of you have asked me from my posts on Instagram where you can watch the Sweet November movie. I don't know if it's on Netflix. I have the actual DVD that I watch. I've watched it so many times. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't know where to guide you for that. The yarn I used here is Noro, and it is so old that I don't even know. Okay, so it is the, I doubt you can even get this colorway anymore, but it's the Kochoran, Kochoran. I don't know if that's going to focus. And it's the color number 69, lot number A. And I have three skeins in this. And I mean, I just had 2 little balls left over after I made the fringe. So yeah, it was in my stash. It's yarn I worked for years and years ago when I worked at the yarn shop for yarn. So that is it. It is a free pattern on Ravelry called the Sweet November Knit Shawl. I actually think there's a crochet version as well, and I have crocheted one. But the movie, like I say, you may cry a bit, but it is so good. If you just look at her apartment and all of the knitting and the knitwear that she wears and her quirky frame of mind, I love it. I think you'll like it too. I wanted to hop on here for 2 reasons. First of all, to remind you to keep on knitting the Anne with an E mal, or making, not even knitting, but it's a make along. So I was going to draw prizes, but I think because this is such a wonky episode, it doesn't really embody all of the details of what my podcast is normally about. I will save that for the next episode. So keep posting, keep knitting, and next time we'll draw 2 prizes for the Anne with an E mal. So thank you for the prizes that have come in, and then we will draw from that. Another knit along that I've started, and I joined with Loretta and Bella from the Knit My Way Home podcast, Charlotte from Stone Knits, Petra, 2 other ladies, I'll have to put their names in here, from Knit Inc. Podcast. They are joining in, and then of course all of their followers and my followers, a lot of you are interested. So it is the Marled Mania leggings by Stephen West. And I'll show a little bit of the pictures there. This is a paid for pattern, so I don't want to show too much. But I'm gathering my yarn. Look at this cute little basket I bought at the yarn shop that my sister and I visited. But yeah, in there are a bunch of my minis. This is a magic ball that I've already started. I've got 3 magic balls going. I have swatched already. So this is my swatch. And I do have gauge, so I am going to be casting these on, hopefully today, maybe this weekend after I get all this edited and up. But I'm excited about this, and I'm so excited about all of you that are joining in. So this is, it's called the officially unofficial Marled Mania leggings cow. That's the hashtag you will use when posting your photos to Instagram. And like I say, there's no prizes. It's just a fun giveaway that we're going, not a giveaway, it's just a fun knit along that a lot of us wanted to do. So that's going on. Another thing, I have started watching, I went back to episode 1 of the Ruby Moss Cottage podcast. First of all, did not realize that I am coming up, quickly approaching my 5-year anniversary. My 5-year podiversary, Yurtiversary, whatever you want to call it. I have been recording for 5 years. That blows my mind. So in January, we will celebrate 5 years together. I will have prizes and we'll just have a lot of fun. So if any makers out there have followed along and you want to promote your works, then if you'll donate some prizes, I'll be glad to promote your work here. and we'll just give away, and it'll just be a fun thing. I am picking up on a few things that have kind of slipped by the way as I've recorded over the years. And when I started out, one of the things that I wanted to do was give away things from my stash. I've always been a recycled kind of girl. And so I thought, I'm going to get back to that. I've got so much that I need to share with others. One of the things I pulled, I've got needles galore. So I've been organizing my needles and realized I had an abundance. So when my sister was here, I gave her my old set of knit picks that are beautiful. I really love them, but I just don't have the space in a yurt to continue to hoard all of my knitting stuff. Then I pulled out these Hayas. It's an interchangeable set, and it has, I think, from size 3 to size 8 in it with the cables. And so I'm going to give this away. So what I'm thinking is we are coming up, the next podcast or Yurtcast that I record, hopefully be within the next couple of weeks. We're going to do a Q&A with my husband, and I've been telling you that we're going to do this. So I've got several questions that have come in about yurt life, about my life, about my husband's life, about our life, about knitting, making, anything. I've had questions come in, so I'm compiling a list, and we're going to do a Q&A. My husband and I are going to do a Q&A together. So for all the people that submit questions, I'm going to put your name in a bowl, and I will draw your name, and you will get this set of Hayas. And I'm sure I will come up with something else to put with it. But I just thought I would pass these on. Someone else can use them. I haven't used them in years. So we'll just spread the love, and we will just keep recycling, reusing, repurposing, and move, let other people use what I'm not using, that I have just sitting around. So that is just some of the things that I wanted to hop on here really quickly, tell you to start gathering your yarns for the Marled Mania leggings. Loretta from Knitting Our Way Home is organizing a Zoom meeting so we can all knit together one night. So it's going to be fun. It's not be no prizes, but it's going to be fun. You're going to meet new knitters, meet new podcasters. So yeah, and we will be enjoying that together. So thank you so much for watching, and now we'll just switch back over to my sister and I. And that's it. So I'll put some videos in and some pictures in of our week. I think I tried to take some video here and there, and we took some pictures, and you can send me some of the pictures that you took. Okay. And I'll put them in, and then until I can record again, just keep on knitting. The next episode that I record is going to be with my husband, and it's going to be the Q&A. Yay! So please leave your questions below, or message me on Instagram, whatever. Come up with whatever questions you want to know about me, about my knitting, about our lifestyle,
about her sister,
about my sister, about your life, about my sweet grandies that I'm going to go see in just a few more hours. I'll be there.
Baby Cole.
Yes. So, until then,
and thank you.
Keep on.
For allowing me to join you.
Yeah, I wish we should have podcast from home. Yeah, and really did a true knitting podcast. But this is to let you know that we did think about you.
Yes.
We do love you.
Yes.
And I'll be back in probably 2-ish weeks with my husband answering your questions. So send them in. And until that time, that's another Yurtcast in the bag. And remember that all you do, take it one stitch at a time.